on my show, we talk about things happening in the disability community. And if you guys didn't know, I have a disability called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So it is a form of muscular dystrophy. Yes, everyone is here. Um, and so yeah. So as many of you know, I don't know if I told you this before, but I'm an MDA ambassador for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Um, So if you guys don't know what that is, so the Muscular Dystrophy Association it helps people with neuromuscular diseases get the research that they need, the different care centers, anything that you might need living with a neuromuscular disease. And I am an ambassador for since 2017, and recently I was, I guess, invited to be one for the year of 2024. So we are actually an MDA ambassador. So I'm going to read you guys something. So what we're going to do is, so apparently the Muscular Dystrophy Association launches Rare Disease Day campaign. So every year on February 29th, there's Rare Disease Day. So my disease is rare. 1 in 3,500 boys are diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So there's so many different forms of muscular dystrophy. There's ALS and also many different neuromuscular diseases out there as well. So it's really cool that they're doing all this. So it says New York, January 31st, 2024, the Muscular Dystrophy Association is proud to announce its Rare Disease Day campaign, shedding light on innovations in research, care, and advocacy advanced by the organization to resolve the challenges faced by people living with neuromuscular disease. Rare Disease Day, observed worldwide this year on February 29th, is intended to prompt action by advocating for improved healthcare, increased research, and enhanced support for individuals with rare diseases, fostering a global community committed to making a tangible impact. Listen to this, y'all. With over 10,000 rare diseases affecting more than 30 million Americans. That is a big number if you think about it. There's 10,000 rare diseases, y'all, and it affects, listen to this number, 30 million Americans. Wow. But it says MDA's focus is on muscular dystrophy, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Okay, these are big words. These are big words, okay? I can say big numbers, but I can't say big words. Okay, okay. ALS, also known as Lou Gehr's disease. Have any of you heard of ALS before? Have you heard of ALS? You have? All right. So you've heard of ALS. Okay, have you heard, here, answer this question. So have you guys ever heard of Duchenne muscular dystrophy before you met me? Before you met me, did you know what Duchenne muscular dystrophy was? Yeah, the ALS challenge. Yes, yes. The ALS challenge. That was the ice bucket challenge. I remember that. I definitely remember that. It's the A. Um, so what big campaigns coming up? It's one of my favorites. It is the Shamrock campaign. So what the Muscular Dystrophy Association does is every year they have a summer camp, and in this summer camp, there you go swimming, you go um, zip lining, fishing, horseback riding. You do all the things, and there is volunteers that volunteer for it every year, and it is you get a week away from your family, and but they take care of you. They get you everything that you need throughout the week, but it's a really cool opportunity, and I went there from when I was able to go. So I went up 5 until I was 18, I went to MDA summer camp. And so this campaign, the Shamrock campaign, I'm going to be doing streams for it soon. I it all goes toward that. All the money that is raised goes toward that. And a lot of your local businesses, I don't know if you see them, but you might see the Shamrocks pop up at some of these. There's some gas stations, grocery stores. You might see these in your community, and when you see them, you're gonna be like, "Hey, Charlie, talk to us about that on his stream." So that you're gonna see those on the wall soon, and that's gonna be really cool. And also, that's why one of the big reasons why the Shamrock is my emoji is because of that, of the Shamrock campaign being one of my favorite campaigns on here. And if you see the description of my show, it talks about me being an ambassador for muscular dystrophy. So I talk about it a lot, and I hope that I educated you guys a little more about Rare Disease Day, y'all. If you follow me on TikTok, I'm gonna be posting videos about the Shamrock campaign. Do you know how long MDA's been around? MDA's been around for over 70 years, y'all, and they're still pushing. Isn't that cool? And I've been an ambassador since 2017, so that's a lot of years. Yeah, the 50s, yes. Does anyone remember who was Jerry Lewis? Anyone remember the Jerry Lewis telethons? You remember those? The Jerry Lewis telethons were for MDA. What happened? We're talking about the Muscular Dystrophy Association. If you guys, I got to be on one of those one year. That was pretty cool. It was a cool um thing that he did. And a few years ago, Kevin Hart did it. Kevin Hart did it a few years ago. Um, we played some games with him. Did I meet him? Honestly, Bon, I don't remember that. I don't remember everything about it. But I could ask my mom. My mom would probably know. I'm gonna say probably not. Maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say probably not, but I was just there. I got to be on the news. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Also, make sure you guys follow Keep Charlie Moving on all platforms, so you guys can keep up with me with all the fun things I'm going to be doing for MDA, for Muscular Dystrophy Association, and everything that I do to educate you guys and to share what muscular dystrophy is, because I feel like that's my purpose on this planet right now, is to do that. All right, what we're gonna do is, y'all, we're gonna say, I see lots of new people joining in. Guys, welcome to You've Got a Friend. I'm Charm Charlie. This show happens every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So, with that being said, we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. If you want to be a guest, message me or Emoji J. Emoji J is down in the comments. Make sure you message him. And I would love to hear your guys' stories. And if you've been on the show before and you haven't been on it this year, hit me up on Instagram. You guys can be a guest on here again. And, because who knows? You might inspire someone new that day, right? We're going to meet a new friend. And also, your goal is, by the end of this stream, is make sure you favorite someone new in the comments. Make a new friend today, because this is You've Got a Friend. That could be the person that you're missing. It could be the one person you're missing in your life. And you can meet them right now in this stream. And also, one other thing, I want to thank all the gifters. And guys, please keep this stream PG, because this is a featured show. So no cursing, no smoking, no doing anything crazy during the show, because it is our featured hour here on the app. So it's a really cool opportunity that we get to do this, and I love it. This is one thing I love about this platform is it gives me a space to show you who I am and show you that my disability doesn't stop me from pushing. And any challenge that you're going through in your life, don't let it stop you from doing the things that you love. Don't let it stop you. That's my message for you today. And like I said, I can't say thank you to everything, but I want to say thank you right now for all the love that you guys showed throughout the stream. Any gifts that you send, any favorites that you do. Also, make sure you guys hit that favorite button so you can be here every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. So, it's that time of the show, y'all. We bring in our guests. Who wants to go first? Mr. Fox or Siren? Let me know. Do you want Fox to go first? All right, Fox going first. Wait, Siren? Fox? What? Huh? I'm so confused. Siren, do you have to go first? Or are you good to go next? Okay, Fox. Okay. It's Fox then. Fox, please request that box. Bring on Fox in here. I'm ready to hear your story, Fox. You know, it's awesome. I met Fox a little bit ago. He's an awesome guy. He is always battling one of my best friends, Wildfire. So yeah, so let's bring him on in. Mr. Fox, what does the Fox have to say today?
Yeah, as always.
That's what you have to say. You're.
You have to roll the R. You have to go, yeah.
You're. No.
There it is. See, it tickles the throat a bit.
No, it sounds like a freaking race car.
That's right. Get ready for the weekend. It's Friday.
Wait, it's Friday? Yeah, I know it's Friday. You know how I know it's Friday? Because you've got friends every Friday.
Hello.
So, Mr. Fox, thank you so much for being on here. You know, I was excited when you said that you wanted to be on the show because I love learning more about the people I connect with on here. You know, go learn about them at a little deeper level, not just them as a streamer. You know what I mean? Because there's so much more to a person than just being a streamer or having a badge by your name. You know, it's so much more than that. It's a lot deeper. Um, so, you know what the show is all about? It's about overcoming adversity and life challenges. So, what is something in your life that has brought you a challenge?
Being bullied for being different.
So, are you being bullied now or when you were childhood or
No, so when I was younger, I grew up in a predominantly different cultured neighborhood where I stood out. So I got bullied for being different. And then as I grew older, I became stronger and then physically became taller and stronger and faster. And then I turned my power into good.
awesome? So you didn't let the bullies bring you down. You stood your ground and you just kept pushing forward.
Not only did I stand my ground, but I started walking, I started running and sprinting and became the fastest. So fast forward to grade nine, I made the volleyball team. I was the most social guy in school. Everybody knew me. The gym would fill up to watch me play. I did not get to play a single game. That's when took it personal. Said, bench
Oh,
me. Bet. I
wow.
worked hard for years. Fast forward to the year 2000. I qualified for the Sydney Olympic Games for Team Canada for beach volleyball. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to lack of funding and sponsorship, but fast forward again, I went to Niagara College on a volleyball scholarship 2003 to 2005 at the ripe old age of 25. I was playing with
Wow.
people 17, 18, dominating for one reason. They said, Fox, you get in people's head and you live there, and I've never seen you frazzled. And I'm like, because I never let you see me frazzled. Fast forward to today. I always ran the streets.
Well, Fox, I that's really cool though that the bullies they made you a stronger person, that made you realize relentless, right? When people try to bring you down, you're like, you're not bringing me down. You're finding a way to bring them down, not bring them down, but to show them that you're strong enough to stand your own ground,
What I
which
like
is
to do is I like to talk to the bullies. And I like to show people that are scared of bullies that bullies are only human beings. Now, I also like to show people if the bully tries to bully you, game on.
came on. Service respectfully.
Never throw the first punch, but there's nothing wrong with getting out the way and watching the person fall over and then laughing and then recording for Instagram. Tag me, Mr. Danny Fox. Respect.
Tag you, Gosh, it is it is a crazy world, and I don't know. Fortunately for me, I was never bullied through school. I would, like you said, I was like the people that everyone knew through school. About my positivity, that was always so positive, and all that stuff. So you said that the gym would fill when you were gonna be playing, right? But you
When I
never got to
did
play a
not
game.
play, they just knew me, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna be there. We want to come watch." And I didn't play a single game, and that's when I took it personal. I changed schools.
Really? And so when you changed schools, did you get bullied, or was it a whole different atmosphere now?
I can't remember because I was so focused on training. That's all I did.
So you were focused on training to be a better volleyball player?
Being a better volleyball player and saying that just because they didn't think I couldn't do it doesn't mean I can't. I just have to try harder. If I try harder and become even a bit better, that's good. But if I come really good, bonus. And then they found out, even to this day, because now this summer itself, I'm going to teach people how to play volleyball. I'm teaching some of my old teachers' kids, and they're like, we knew we shouldn't have benched you. And I'm like, well, too late. Too bad. So sad.
Too late? Well, I'll be honest with you. I've never really watched volleyball, but I think it's cool that you played it through school. Um, because now I feel like players are girls. That's what I've seen a lot, right where I live.
Now, you will see a lot more female volleyball players because, as a sport, female volleyball is more attractive just because there's a lot more rallies, aka when the ball goes bumps at spike. Whereas
Mhm.
in men's volleyball, it's kind of bumps at kaboom, where the female you get to watch the ball bounce around. But I'd say overall, it's pretty even split between men and women.
Really, do you think that it's well going through school? Do you think though? Because going through school, like I said, where I went to school, I never saw a guy playing volleyball before. But I know what they do because you see it like in college and stuff.
It depends on the size of your school and your school district because volleyball wouldn't be one of the primary sports to focus on. It would be basketball and football for guys, and then for women would be basketball. And since there's no football, they would do either gymnastics and or volleyball. So you're right, depending on the school.
Yeah. So was did any challenges come with playing volleyball? Did you have any challenge like with training or any challenges during that part of your life?
I would say there was challenges every day. There was unique and different ones every day where as a kid from 15, 16, 17, you see your friends going out, they're drinking, they're learning about smoking girls. I kept my head down and I just trained every day. And training was going to the school gym, going out swimming, just staying active. And then I just got a volleyball and I just kept on staying at it. And that even included at family events, family functions. Some of them I would have to miss because of tournaments. But if I didn't play in those tournaments, I wouldn't get the experience. Whether I won or lost, sometimes I traveled, sometimes I didn't. And the hardest challenge overall was I did it all by myself. My parents have never watched a single game or anything. because I just do it on my own. I'm the lone wolf.
So yeah, I was about to ask that. I was about to ask if did you have a good relationship with your parents growing up?
Growing up, yes, but I got to a point where I realized that what I'm going to become is way better than what they were. And they're at a point where they're not going to truly appreciate my success because they can't understand it, because it's not stereotypical, it's not traditional. They don't understand this streaming world. They don't understand that somebody at my age at 44 is retired because I did really well in the jobs that I did, because every job I did, I figured out how to get to the top because I worked hard.
So it sounds like the one thing that in your life is that you're motivated. You wanna be the best version that you can be of yourself. Because you said that you train all the time, that you've retired at your age, but you've made it to the top. Like you said, you're never giving up. You're always trying to find a way to be at the top. You don't like being at the bottom. You always want to be at the top.
There's no such thing as the top if you keep shooting for the stars. You just get a better view. So for me, I've streamed every single day this year. Going back, I streamed every single day of 2023. No one can take that away. And if I stream every day this year, guess what? That's 2 years I've streamed every day in a row. The streak will never stop.
So what is your so now we're talking about the streaming world. So what is your goal then? You said you're trying to stream every single day. Is there anything like a bigger thing that you want to achieve, or just streaming every single day?
I want to be the first person on this platform to reach 200 or 300,000 wins. Either way, I'm going to become the all time battle leader. But I got my sights set. I recently just passed a good friend, not vodka A1 Day One. She was one of the very few people on this app that had all three more than me: battle wins, diamonds, and favorites. And then there's Missy left. And then that's it. I have one of those numbers higher than every single person on this app. Most people, it's battle wins.
What number is that?
I'm almost at 36,000. I'm at 3,500, 892.
That was your what's it called?
That's my battle wins total. Yeah.
Battle wins? That's crazy.
Keep going.
That's a lot of wins.
Thank you, bro.
So,
Chat.
but when you battle people, you have to win though. That's the hard. How many battles do you think that you've lost?
6 million, roughly.
6 million, yeah. And hey, I helped you win the other day.
You did. And then you stepped against me, Charlie.
It did. I did.
I said, I appreciate it.
It was funny though. It's funny. Okay, I had to do it. I had to do
And
it.
like you said, you know me through your good friend. And guys, like Charlie was saying earlier, back to streaming, you have a friend and somebody, make a new friend, but always remember, guys, friendships do unfortunately have an expiry date.
Hmm.
Good friendships, you don't know when that date is because you just don't ever see it come. But sometimes you have to realize your friends are there. And like I
There.
said, he saw me battling his good friend Wildfire. He's like, Fox, I'll give you one, but Wildfire's my homie, so I gotta give her more. And I was like, hey, that's okay. But
That
you know, it's friendly banter, but loyalty is key. So always remember who your real ones are.
exactly. You always know who your real ones are. Not saying that you're not a real one, but I've recently, I guess, connected with you. You know what I mean?
But
Through some people. I saw you in Haley's stream, Wildfire stream. I just feel like that I didn't realize the places that I would find you. Realize that we know the same people. That's pretty cool.
and as you become more comfortable in who you are as a streamer, so if you're a streamer that likes good vibes and you find more people that are good vibe people, you'll notice the circles intersect. If you're a vegan and you want to focus around vegans, you'll start to see circles intersecting. Favorite everybody, guys. Sometimes you might have to go and unfave, but just favorite everybody, at least check them out.
Exactly. Everyone, yeah, exactly. That's the thing that I've learned on here, that you can find your people, but then there's also the people that are just there because They some people I feel like are your friends because they want something from you, right? But then some people when they don't get that, then they're like, oh, he's not my friend anymore. You know what I mean? So what I like to say is God brings people into our life for a reason and he takes them out of our life for a reason. Because we need certain people for a certain time in our life, but we're not going to need certain people for the rest of our life to help us keep going through life.
I love that. I like to say every single person wants something from you. The real ones want to not only see you happy, they want to help make you happy. That's what they want. That's the real ones. Everybody else wants time, money, effort, energy, or something of you. Diamonds! Excuse me. Respect.
I like how you say it so quietly. You go respectfully every time.
I don't even notice. It's like blinking. It just comes out.
It just comes out. Got it. It's like blinking. How many times do you know how many times the average person blinks a day?
No idea.
I have no idea either. I don't know. I just feel like that you would know a fact like that.
I might find it out and might have it lickety split after
Is
siren goes.
is there a fun fact that you can tell us about anything?
I can tell people a lot of fun facts. One of the biggest fun facts I like is negative 40 degrees Celsius is negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. They're the exact same temperature.
Really?
Yes.
What? Why is
Yes.
that a thing?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
If you go Google what is negative 40 Celsius, it will say negative 40 Fahrenheit.
Well, I only go by Fahrenheit, so I don't know anything about Celsius.
If you learn Celsius, it will help, especially on this platform. So, for example, if someone says it's 0 degrees Celsius, in my head, I know it's 32 Fahrenheit. If someone says 15 degrees Celsius, I know it's 60. Anything around those numbers, I'll kind of just guess. But I know 15 degrees Celsius is kind of sweater, possible t shirt. If you're in Canada, shorts weather. And that's all you need to know. 0 is 32.
I've never been to Canada.
Would you ever want to come to Canada?
Would I ever want to? I don't know. Probably, but the one place I want to visit before is I want to go to Texas. That's where I want to visit, to be honest with you.
I would strongly suggest Texas over Canada because Texas is Texas. It's interesting. I would, if I came to the States, Texas would be on my top 3 to visit for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's a calling for me. Feel like that it is, that they're like, come in Texas because I just like the I've met lots of people from Texas and I just like their vibes and I just like country music and I want to go to the rodeo, all these different things. And what a better place than Texas to do those things.
Well, without mentioning other competitions names, but there are other platforms such as Mew Mew and Witch, where there's a large streaming community in Austin, Texas. So not so much on our family of match group platforms, but the bigger platforms out there, Micmac and those ones. There's a large streaming community out in Austin, Texas, where they're starting to actually build neighborhoods where it's a lot of streamers.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed that as well. There's creator houses, what they call them, content creator houses.
Correct. And it
That
only makes sense, right? I think it
it
makes
does
sense.
make
I'd love to do
sense.
that one day.
That it would be cool. Like, what if we could have one of those stream houses for this platform? That would be cool.
I think it would be amazing.
Well, come together. We can just stream every day and we live life.
Hang out, live life, and what people are liking now, guys, is streaming is on the Streaming is just beginning. I grew up in the area where there was no internet, from watching YouTube videos to watching um, little clips online to live me to musically to all of these ones, Logan Paul, and now people are just watching the realness. People want to see you live your life, but also get to know a bit about you and how you live your life.
Mhm. I like that. So, actually, you were talking about streaming, right? I'm trying to get my dad to stream. He plays the drums. I'm trying to get him on here. Play the drums. Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be, and start them off easy, right? Because with the
Easy.
older generation, they're not used to the negativities that's out here, and to have someone who's older, who's lived life and just been happy, and now they're seeing this streaming world, which is great, but then they see this ugly negative. It's hard. So your dad best, how thick his skin is, and you know always walk people into streaming, let them watch you for a bit, pop in on the side on the camera. At least they learn a bit of streaming etiquette first, because you're a great person to learn from, because you've got a
Oh,
friend in me.
I like that. So, what I was gonna say was, did you just call my dad old?
I'm almost the same age as your dad.
He did. What? No, you're not. Not even close.
I'm born in 1979.
Didn't you say like 44?
I'm 44.
Yeah, he's a lot older than you.
Hey, all right, okay. How old are you, Charlie?
How old
I
am
thought
I?
you were like,
I'll be 26 on February 12th.
gosh darn it, I thought you were like 20.
Nope, I'm gonna be 26.
Boy, looking healthy, looking young.
It's the filters.
Hashtag filters, baby.
It's the filter on the on this app, dude. I'm not even joking. It is. Do you not believe that? Have you ever turned the
No,
filter off?
keep my filters off.
You keep it off? Well, always forget that you can turn it off. See, look what happens when I turn it off. See?
You look fine, Charles.
See, I look so different now.
No, you look the same
Hey.
to us. I don't use filters
Really?
either.
Look, do you see? Watch my cheeks. Watch. Ready? See? Did you see that? Did you guys see that?
Charlie's just having fun with the filters. He's enjoying these features that we have.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get back to my content. Sorry. This is a featured show, guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome. You've got a friend. I'm Charlie. This is Mr. Fox, and this show we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And Fox, thank you so much for being on here today. I didn't know that you played volleyball. I didn't know all this. Um, so that's really cool to learn about you. And I guess what got you into streaming? That'll be our final question. Then we'll bring on our
Boredom.
special guest.
Boredom, because it was February 26th. Hashtag my 2 years is coming up. February 26th of 2022. It was kind of a couple of weeks after Super Bowl. I'm a very big fan of football. So I was bored on a Saturday and I was inside. It was snowing and so on and so forth. And I said, let me log on to Meet Me, because I'd had my account for years. And I said, let me just check it out. And then I started streaming. And then I said, oh, this is cool. And then someone started talking about McNuggets. The argument is you can reheat McNuggets the next day with no butter and no grease. Well, the next day came. I said, let's do this. And here we are many years later. Now, I just want to show you guys something real quick. This was my stream start date, February 2022, February 26th.
Oh my gosh, he actually has on his calendar.
And then as I went through streaming, I made notes in my calendar. As you can see, I got a little bit more aggressive with the notes. And yes, not only do we have 2022,
Dude,
this is 2013 sneaking in there, and then we have 2023,
can we
and
get
yes,
this?
we have 2024.
Can we get this guy his top badge? He's dedicated.
I'm consistent. Consistency is key. You do it every day, it's easy.
Every day.
Every day of 2023 and every day of 2020 so far. So far, probably missed 5 days in 2 years.
I know that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. You still like you don't see a lot of people still using a calendar. You see it in your phone or on your computer. That's where you usually see calendars nowadays.
Uh, Charlie, one day in about 20 years, you're going to be known as what we call an old head. One thing about old heads is you don't throw anything away. Records.
Fox, I don't throw anything away. Well, we lost him.
And we have
Well,
Ocean's 11 still wrapped. VHS, it cost me $69. I don't know.
dude,
Almost
dude,
every, yes. So
dude,
when you get old, you just store stuff.
Fox, you should see my room. Not this one, but you should see my closet. I keep everything. Okay?
If you keep it and you have it, you never know when you'll need it.
I keep my birthday cards, like, and all those in my top drawer of my dresser.
That's correct, sir.
I have VHS tapes upstairs, but anyways, Fox, thank you so much for being on the show today. I really appreciate it. And we will definitely see you around. And guys, everyone make sure you hit him with that follow, hit him with that favorite. Go check out his streams. And let's help him mark things on his calendar. Let's go.
That's right. Come by, level up, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you to Charlie for having me here. Thank you to all the gifts, guys. Thank you to Emoji J and all the admins that do all the hard work behind the scenes. He was the one that got me. He asked me if I was available. I said, "Yep." Things got postponed. It worked out. I stream each and every day, 7:07 a.m. and 1:01 p.m. in the evening. It's bonus. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Bye, Fox.
We'll be in the comments. Big yay!
Guys, wait, can we acknowledge that he said at 7:07? Such a specific time. And he said at 1:01 p.m. 1:01. All right, y'all. Guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. You've got a friend. We just got finished talking to Fox. This show is about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And we are going to bring on our second guest, Miss Siren Snow, y'all. I'm super excited. And yeah, so guys, make sure you guys stick around. If you guys are enjoying the show, make sure you hit that favorite button at the top of the screen. Hit that star. And you can catch me live on my normal lives, and you can get that notification that I'm live. And yeah, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's bring in Miss Siren Snow.
Hello.
What is up, Siren Snow? How are we doing today?
Pretty good. I'm dealing with a sick house, so we're
Oh,
hanging in there.
dang. What is the sickness that you have going on?
Sinus infections.
Darn, that's the worst actually.
Really
Trying to
bad.
deal with that.
No one's happy here.
So you've been going through a lot probably the past few days then.
Yes, definitely, especially with two kids.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
No problem.
I'm excited. So the show is about overcoming adversity and life challenges. So where do you relate with that topic of challenges or overcoming adversity?
Several ways, but I guess the one we'll talk about today is I am neurodivergent, which for those of you who don't know what that means, it means you're like somewhere on the spectrum. So for me, I am like severely ADHD and also Asperger's, which is a social
Mm,
autism. So like social skills are a little bit, and my sense, like, overstimulation is a big issue for me,
mm,
which is a problem having two little kids who are also ADHD and neurodivergent as well, So there's a lot of loud noise and overstimulation in this household, which a lot of people, I feel, take that and they're not part of this household or the know-how or what we all go through or what I feel on the inside when I'm over, like, it's too much at once. And so I think I get judged a lot when people see me like snap a little bit, because like that's what happens when someone like me gets overstimulated. I'm like, just go away. Like, I'm not mean. I hug my kids all the time, but sometimes it's just too much.
Yeah, it's too much for you to handle. Definitely do understand that. So you said that you had what did say you had again?
Neurodivergent, which is ADHD and Asperger's syndrome.
Got it. So it's them mixed together. Is that
Yes,
what
it's both.
is-
Like my
got-
son, he's on the spectrum as in ADHD. I believe he probably has Asperger's too, but he's like even deeper on the spectrum where like he can't read still at 10, and like his learning is an issue. And I think my daughter has more ODD than my son does, which is an oppositional defiance disorder, which is like they just don't listen. Like you can discipline them, however, you can ground them, spankings, timeouts, nothing works. Like they just are bad because they just can't follow. Like it's something in them. They're wired to like push their territory no matter what. Like nothing works.
Got it. Yeah. So I don't know, a video on TikTok came up with the guy. He had autism, and his mom was showing us, I guess, showing people how you deal with it. Like, like somebody, because sometimes they have moments where they just freak out, right? And sometimes they can't talk to you. So their way of talking is through their body language, right? Different things that they do. And she
Yeah,
was
try
teaching
asking
people that.
them why they did something. You will see a whole emotional display, but never get an answer.
Exactly. Exactly. So, was that hard growing up?
No. Huh?
Was it hard growing up?
For me, yes, because I didn't quite understand it all. Back then, I knew I was ADHD, but we didn't really know the other part of it. And I was adopted as well. So my parents were completely different personality than me. So they didn't know how to like handle someone like me per se. So and then they had their own kids that were all calm and like, straight and narrow. And so like, I always felt like kind of the black sheep, even though I was striving to be good. So I'm like, how am I the black sheep? Like I want to behave. They're doing things behind your back, like, but yeah. So it's just how that goes, I feel. My kids are lucky they have me, so I know how it feels. So I'm a little bit more sympathetic to that, empathetic to that.
Got it. So, I guess, do you think that was it hard knowing that you were adopted? Like, how old were you when you first found out that you were?
Oh, I always knew, because see, okay, so my story's a little bit crazy. Like,
Mhm.
my biological mother was crazy. So she ran away from California, got knocked up in New Orleans, had me in Miami, and then like 2 weeks before she had me was her birthday, because her birthday's 2 weeks before mine, and her job gave her like a fortune telling reading at this place that still exists in Miami to this day. And she went there all super pregnant and like not knowing where to like adopt a baby in the 80s. And
Mhm.
like the lady was like, oh, I know a couple. And so she sent this couple to her doorstep, and they convinced her in 2 weeks to just hand me over, go to the hospital under their name. Yeah, this story was in the newspapers. It was on Phil Donahue. It was on Oprah. Like it got crazy. She sold me to
Wow.
gypsies, and the state of Florida had to find me in New York and bring me back to Florida. And then there was
Wow.
this whole custody issue with if my grandparents were going to get me, if the gypsies were going to get me, if the foster family was going to be forced to take me. So like that's what ended up happening. The foster family was forced to take me, or guilted into taking me, not forced. Whatever. It got crazy. So I always knew I was adopted, because like there's hard to
Right.
hide that from a 4-year-old.
Yeah. But it's just so different now because people find out. I've heard so many different stories of so many different things happening. Like recently, I just saw a story this morning of someone that they found out that they were adopted and they wanted to meet their birth mom, and then they found out that their birth mom passed away, unfortunately. But then she reached out to her biological family, and she FaceTimes them now, and that I think that's really cool. And this was actually on American Idol, and
Right.
so it was during her audition. It was like a trailer for like the new season or whatever, and the judges told her to go get her family to hear the results or whatever, and they brought her in, and she opened the door, and they're standing there.
Oh,
Her
that's
bio,
so cute.
yeah. So the first time that they met was right there. It was
I
so
met my biological mom, and then I was adopted into a family that my grandparents adopted 5 kids. So, like, they've all, except for my dad, he just never cared, reached out to their biological families. Some of them, were welcomed, but my aunt, she was not. Her, like, mom wanted nothing to do with her, but she did find her sister who has a relationship with her on the side. So I've seen so many different versions of that. Like
yeah.
in my own personal family alone. It's crazy.
But it's really cool. Like what Play said, it's very heartwarming when you hear stories like that of you getting to know the people, but sometimes I feel like that things in our life happen for a reason, and I feel like
I'm
that.
definitely better off in the family I ended up in. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm glad though. I'm glad though, that you found somebody that helped you become who you are today, because you did learn, because we always learn from our parents. Even if we want to say that we haven't learned anything from our parents, there's always one thing that we've learned from them.
For me, it was my mom. Like I could throw the rest of my family away. They're kind of money corrupted. But my
Mhm.
mom was just an angel. And she passed away on Mother's Day in 2002, so that sucked. But she was an angel.
What is,
Now she is an angel, right?
yeah, she is. So, what is one thing that she taught you?
Ah, if you don't have anything nice to say, keep it to yourself. And she taught that not by saying it, but by like embodying it. She was just a very good person, always very giving. She was that mom that like put together little like goodie bags when you have friends over. She was that extra extra mom, like
That's awesome to
she
have,
puts
though.
all moms to shame. Like I will never live up to her standard, but I'll try.
Well, and I bet you do a good job with it, though.
Hey, just trying to live up to her standard, I'm probably doing 1,000 times better than most. Like, I will never catch up, but impossible standard to meet.
But not everybody's the exact same. Of course, we're going to do things differently than someone else, but we can still be inspired by someone, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to do it the same exact way they did. You know what I mean?
hmm I
So, is there anything like, I guess, any message that you want to give to anyone?
Well, I guess that if you put your mind to anything, you can achieve it no matter what. Like just you just got to keep pushing through. Like everyone struggles. Trust me, I'm like the worst procrastinator, but like just kind of take things one day at a time, one step at a time, and
Mhm.
that helps a lot.
And I also wanted to talk to you about, you said that Asperger's, it helps you, I guess, not be like, be able to socialize with people. So is that where streaming came about? You wanted to come on to streaming and talk to people, or what were that?
Yeah, I used to stream on other types of platforms, and then I wasn't sure if I could like if people would like my personality, like if I was to make like makeup videos or cooking videos and like just to do that kind of stuff. I
Mhm.
didn't know if I could sell my personality. So I came on here to like, it's easier for me to adult, you know, like I don't really get out and socialize in public because I clam up. So yeah, it's definitely it's easier. It's like you're talking to your mirror, you know, but like there's a bunch of people there listening.
God. And is this the first time you ever been on a featured show? Or
No, I was on your show before.
I was trying to remember that. I think you were. I just couldn't remember when.
I think it's been over a year.
I think so as well. But yeah, I noticed your name. Like I was like, hey, I remember her. But sometimes, I just lose contact with people. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
And
I
that's
actually
to
took like
reconnect.
a break from streaming for like 6 months, and I just got back into it recently. So.
God, I was gonna say, it's like I haven't seen her on in a little while, and I saw you
A
come in my
hot
stream.
minute.
I saw you come in my stream the other day, and I was looking for you on. And I was gonna come say hello, and then I got busy and had to do some things. But but it's awesome. Like I said, I love connecting back with people, and
Right? And that's the good thing about this app is even if you lose touch for a little bit, you can just circle back around, you know?
exactly. But just know that you got a friend in me, and you got a friend in everyone in here. So if you
Ditto.
ever need anyone to talk to about anything, my DMs are always open, and that's
Same.
for anyone. That's for anyone. I just love being there for people. If people need someone to talk to, because
Well,
sometimes I need people to talk to. So I love doing that for other people.
right? That's why I said same if you ever need somebody to.
Well,
I'm a good
Siren,
listener.
sometimes that's what you need. You need someone that can listen to you. But Siren, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
And is there anything that you have coming up, or anything that you want to plug before we let you out of the box?
Kitty Commander has me in the fives battle on I think it's February 24th, which ironically is my mom's birthday. And and that's at 11 p.m. I'm gonna be up against Kraken. So I
Wow.
can
So
use all the help I can get, guys.
we're gonna get you that W. Why not? So you're
Thank you.
well, I'll see you later, Siren. And guys, make sure you guys hit her with that favor and go check her out. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, this was You've Got a Friend, y'all. This show happens every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about overcoming adversity and life challenges. And if you guys want to be a guest on my show, make sure you message me on Instagram, charmcharlie_1. Also, you can message Emoji J. I don't know, Emoji J, are you here in the comments? And guys, one thing before we go, you guys know what we do every Friday. We got to sing our song. We got to sing our song. Echo, Volume 5. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, the show is over now. We have 1 minute left, but we are going to play our song. Echo, Spotify Connect.
Open Spotify on the device you'd like to connect from. Tap devices available and choose your Alexa device.
Dang it, it's not showing up. Echo, Spotify Connect. Oh, here it is. Oh, that is not what we're trying to play. Here we go. This is what we're trying to play. Thank you, Gina. Y'all ready? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. And Gina, you're the best friend of the stream again. Me. Let's go. You got a friend in me. Make sure you guys spamming those emojis. Let's go. Me. with troubles. I got 'em too. There isn't anything I wanna do for you. We stick together and see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe none of them thank you the way I do. It's me and you, boy. As the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of You've Got a Friend. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you all next Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for You've Got a Friend. And thank you so much again for being here. I don't have to end the stream now, though, but that's the end of the show. And Gina, I want to thank you again. We're going to give a shout out to our top gifters. We have at number 1, we got Gina. At number 2, let's see who we have at number 2 here. At number 2, we have Lucifer. Number 3, we have Siren Snow. Number 4, we have Sir Dweeb. At number 5, we have Quentin. Number